Previously, I created a DB context. So we were following CodeFirst approach where I created a post entity and I build a relationship with comments. So one post can have multiple comments and you can see that, and one comment should be against a single post. So that was one to many relationship. All right, let me give that solution a try. Let me press Ctrl F5 and it should return me list of posts. You can see that I have those couple of posts, and what I'm doing is let me start adding some comments. Let's start adding some comments and created db context, created a post object associate a comment, and finally I pass that post object to database and it's saved. And again I'm fetching those posts and I'm getting the post of list and I'm looping through the post, and it's let me try to also loop through its comments. Okay, I will use for each and I will go through all those comments, and let me again run the application once. So you can still see that there are no comments coming from the previous added post. You can see that only I am getting the first one because this is already present in the comments list. So entry framework is not fetching that one from that database, which means we are unable to load the relational data from the database. And why is that so? And that's why the virtual keyword is very important. If you go to the post class, the post entity, we already have established that comments relation, that is a post can have multiple comments, but you can see that the virtual keyword is missing. So virtual keyword is very important in terms of when we want to fetch the relational data, and there comes the role of eager loading and lazy loading in entity framework core. So from 6.0 onwards, the lazy loading is enabled by default. So related data will not come just by querying the parent entity. To fetch the child data, we need to explicitly include the child records or objects. So just by putting the virtual, let's retry the same query. And let me close this one and rerun the application, and let's see if this time we can get. You can see we are only getting the post, no comments are present here, and because we haven't loaded the comments against those posts yet. So for to get the relational data, we need to include the child records, and in our case that is we need to pass lambda that we want all the comments against a post to be fetched as well. And if I now hit Control F5, we should able to see post its comment, post its comments, and you can see all the comments are now getting fetched from that database. So that was one thing we need to take care of while fetching records from database. The relational data will not come by default. To include them, we need to use that include method to fetch all the relational records from the database.